Hello and welcome to this lecture on contract drafting. In this lecture, we'll be discussing the basics of contract drafting, as well as the different types of contracts that exist and tips on how to draft a contract effectively. If you're new to contract drafting or interested in learning more about this important legal skill, then this video is for you.
First, let's start with the basics. Contract drafting is the process of creating a legally binding agreement between two or more parties. Contracts can be oral or written, but a written contract is generally preferred because it provides clear evidence of the agreement. A written contract typically includes several key elements, including 1. The names and contact information of each party. 2. The subject matter of the agreement. 3. The terms and conditions of the agreement, including any deadlines, payment schedules, and performance requirements.
Now, let's talk about the different types of contracts that exist. There are many different types of contracts, but some of the most common include employment contracts. These are contracts between an employer and an employee that outline the terms of employment, including salary, benefits, and job responsibilities. Non-disclosure agreements. These are contracts that require one party to keep certain information confidential, often used in business transactions and employment relationships. Joint venture agreements. These are contracts between two or more parties who agree to work together on a specific project or business venture. Service contracts. These are contracts between a service provider and a client for the provision of services, such as consulting or marketing services. We will soon release detailed lectures on each contract, and we will guide you on which sections are required for which contract and guide on what kind of information you need to draft the contract for the client. Now that we've covered the basics and types of contracts, let's go over some tips on how to draft a contract effectively. 1. Be clear and concise. A well-drafted contract should be easy to read and understand. Use clear, simple language and avoid using legal jargon. 2. Be specific. Make sure the contract includes specific details about the subject matter of the agreement, such as the scope of work, the price, and the timeline. 3. Be thorough. Don't leave anything out. Include all necessary terms and conditions to ensure that the agreement is complete. 4. Be consistent. Use consistent language throughout the contract to avoid confusion. 5. Be mindful of legal requirements. Make sure that the contract complies with all applicable laws and regulations. Overall, contract drafting is an important skill for anyone involved in the legal field. With these tips in mind, you'll be well on your way to drafting effective and legally binding contracts.
In our next lecture, we will discuss the essential clauses of the contract. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.